Hi, I'm Simon. This is the kitten from hell. This is not my kitten, but it's staying with me for 5 days. Let's see if this should be up a little bit. Yes, I used to call her Gracie because the first time she came, she was very sweet. She's biting me now. She's a biting cat. So I'm calling her Sparta today. There's a video about Sparta. It's a kitten. Hey, little Sparta, with all the fight? Sweet little kitty wanna bite, bite, bite. You see, she's biting me now. Her real name is Katrina, but I don't want to call her that. I want to call her Gracie because I've always wanted a little girl name, or a little animal, not a child, a little animal named Gracie. So I've been teaching her not to attack my cross stitch. Um, okay, that's enough of Gracie. She might be back. This is my stitchy spot. This is my happy place. This is the only place that I cross stitch. Um, I don't take it out anywhere. I don't stitch in the backyard. I just stitch here. And I know I just recorded a video, but this is payday, and that's a very special day in my house. I don't actually work for the pay. I stay home all the time, and I stitch. Here it is again. Um, I also knit and crochet, but lately it's been stitching. And I used to think of stitching as a solitary hobby. It's just something I did by myself, no input from anyone else. It was kind of lonely, and it was easy to get distracted and go on to knitting or crochet because we have the Ravelry community. So there's always someone to look at what you knit or crochet and say, hey, that's great. I like what you're doing. Um, so I just, I just recently discovered Instagram and then the cross stitch community on Instagram, and that is so supportive, and it just inspires me to stitch every day. And you're a bad cat. Um, what was I talking about? It's like kitten. Um, and then through Instagram, I found Flosstube, and there's so much out there, and I finally recorded my own, and it's amazing how much the comments mean to me. I wasn't expecting that. How I thought I would just record it and some people would subscribe, and I didn't expect to like the comments so much. I'm not a commenter myself. I never know what to say, so I feel kind of guilty getting comments because I don't think I give comments very much, but I really like them. It's amazing. Um, Now I'm on the Facebook thing. What's it called? Mania, Stitch Mania, but I don't really like Facebook at all. So I don't go to Facebook. I post a picture every day that I stitch on Instagram to show my progress because I get a lot of hours in the day to stitch, and I can get a lot accomplished, and it's just it really pushes me forward to know that the next day I can post a picture of what I've stitched. I really like that. Um, so let's see. Payday. I love payday. I get to spend about $50 every other week. Some people will think that's a lot, and some people will think that's not very much. But for someone who doesn't, she's stalking my cross stitch. For someone who doesn't work, I think that's pretty good. Um, And today I ordered from Picture This Plus, my second order. I got a piece of moss and a piece of twilight, both in 32 count lugana. I love lugana. I started out, one of my first projects was on 25 count lugana, and I just fell in love. Um, this is the first time I've stitched on something that wasn't 25 count. This is the 32 count. I'll show you. I'm stitching on ink circles, and this is Truffle from Picture This Plus on 32 count Lugana. I found that the 32 count, um, the the holes are a lot smaller than the Belfast I've been stitching on lately for the angel, the 32 count Belfast. Well, Belfast is always 32 count. So I've had to go down in needle size, and I found the thread was tingling quite a bit, so I started using Thread Heaven on it. I've used Thread Heaven before, and I kind of hated it because it seemed to dull the colors a little bit, but this isn't bothering me this time. I really like it, and so I ordered more. I was also prepared to not like the Lugana because I heard that the if you don't get linen, it may not look like the picture, and now I was sure I wasn't gonna like it and would have to reorder in linen, and I don't really like Belfast linen. I think it's too soft and thin, and Lugana is certainly a sturdy, nice, thick fabric, and I really like that. Plus, I like that it's even weave. I use the Belfast because of the color it comes in. I like to stitch angels on. There, it's biting again. I like to stitch angels. Be nice. Be nice. Let me pet you. Let me pet you. I like blue spruce Belfast for angels. I'm going to stitch all my angels on blue spruce. I have 4 pieces, and I plan to do the 4 seasons next. But I have 2 angels I haven't finished, so I'm not going to show anything else today. I did a little work on my angel. Ow! And I haven't done any work on my stocking, so there's really not much to show. I just have, I'm not really a monogamous stitcher, but I tend to stitch the same thing for quite a while. I mean, like a week before I get bored of it and want to do something else for a few days, and then I usually go back. But, so I just got this fabric on, let's see, when did I think Wednesday or Tuesday? I got it Wednesday, so I started this Wednesday, and it's a lot of fun. On Wednesday, I also got this cute calendar. It's not too girly, with the full pages and then the little daily things, and it came with this really cute page, what do you call that? Bookmark. And it also came with a little notebook, so cute, not too girly, I hope. And I can put my notes for Flosstube. I basically got these for my cross stitch so I can keep track of things. I really like that. And it's a July to July calendar. It's an academic calendar. Also, Wednesday, I got these new glasses because I broke my other glasses. I'm not going to say how, but it was worth it. I had to go a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks without glasses. And I like these. I don't know if you can tell, but they're matte medium blue. Be nice. Be nice. Let me pet you. You'll like it. I also have a cat and a dog. And sometimes my cat gets in my lap in the summer, but she's more of a winter cat. And the kitten loves them, and I don't think they like her at all. The dog has a big fluffy tail, and she'll like jump on it and hang on to it, and the dog doesn't like that, and she'll snap at the kitten, and the kitten doesn't run away. And then my cat will come out and hiss and growl and make terrible sounds at the kitten, and the kitten doesn't care. She'll just run straight at the cat and make the cat run away. So, and the kitten is here until Tuesday. But, what was I talking about? My cute things. Oh, these glasses, they're a matte medium blue, and I've always wanted glasses like this, and they're really big, and it has been taking a while to get used to them, but I think I'm there now. And anyway, this is my stitchy spot. I'm a clutter queen. I've got lots of clutter everywhere. I can't help myself. This is an alpha storage unit. It's a little high, but it's got lots of drawers. Well, it's got, 5 drawers. And mostly it has sock yarn in it because last year I knit a lot of socks. And I accumulated a lot of hand-dyed yarn, self-striping yarn. I love self-striping yarn. And I made long socks that scrunch up a little bit but still stay at my mid calf. And I probably look kind of weird when I wear them. Certainly the people at the certainly the people at the clinic where my husband works, they look at me kind of strangely when I go in there. Um, I also wear a funny hat, so maybe that's why they look at me funny. Um, but I don't care. I like it. I I'm hoping to be thought of as eccentric, but maybe if I hope to be called eccentric, I'm not actually eccentric. But I do what I want. I dress like I want. But what was I talking about? Oh my goodness. Oh, since I'm in my situation, I've got. Oh no, kitten, kitten, go away. Oh my goodness. There, I've got my coffee in this thing. It keeps it warm for 2 hours. And I've got my cold beverage, some unsweetened iced tea, because you got to have cold beverage with your hot beverage. And usually I have some snacks over here in this little dish. So I've got everything I need over here. Got my scissors on the magnet over here. And I'll show you how I stitch. I'll put on this is called Mag Eyes. And I have this thing over here for my chart. You can't really see the chart. I've got a nice LED lamp over here. It's nice. And I used to stitch on a lap frame, but my eyes got so that I couldn't see the holes. And so I was stitching like this back and forth. And then Vonna said something about stitching two-handed without a frame. And I thought, well, I could do that because I really like stitching two-handed because you get your hand back there and you don't have to fuss with the fabric. You just fuss with the fabric once to get your hand back there. So this is nice. I really like this. I'm stitching this. This is Cirque de Carreaux or Carreaux. Um, I think it means circus of the squares, but I don't know. And like I said, this is on Truffle Picture This Plus. I really like the hand-dyed fabric, but I hate variegated thread, and I hate variegated yarn. I just don't like it. I just don't. And so I'm stitching this with DMC 3858, and it's a really good match. It's a peachy brown pinky. Ah, damn cat. Um, a pinky brown fabric, and it's a pinky brown thread, and it looks just right. And I was going to show you how I do my stitchy things. Everybody has their way of storing their projects. I store mine in a 4mm 11 by 14 Ziploc bag. I have a lot of these, but I'm not going to share. I got these on Amazon. I don't know what I searched for to get them, but I wanted 11 by 14 thick plastic bags, and that's what I've got. And, you know, they fit the chart well. They fit your fabric if you fold it up. They fit all your floss, and they store well. And I really like that. Everybody's got their own way. And also, I like to pre-cut my floss because I hate having thread lengths of I hate having different length thread lengths. You know, you get used to a certain length when you pull your thread out in the back. And I want... Go away. Go away. No, no, no. No kittens here. Okay. Let me put my chart down so you can't see it. So I cut my skein before I use it into 8 equal lengths. So that's 1 meter each. And to store it, I put it on this Hobby Lobby card. And I use as many of these as I need for each project. And I only like the Hobby Lobby cards. And they look like this on the back, but the colors are different now. And I ordered a bunch of them because I don't like to shop at Hobby Lobby, and I don't have one anyway. So I ordered from Hobby Lobby a bunch of them because I'm a hoarder, like no one else out there who cross stitches. is a hoarder, right? So that's how I keep my floss. And I waste floss. I like fresh floss for every project. The only floss that I keep are the skin tones for the lavender and lace angels because they use like one strand or not even. So I keep those from project to project, but I don't keep the other ones. And I don't care that I pay 52, 54 cents per skein. I'll just do that. Um, what else I want to tell you? Let me look in my brand new little notebook to see what else I wanted to tell you today. Ink circles. I don't know what I was going to say about purchases, kitten, new calendar. Oh, if you have, I'm still kind of new to Flosstube, and I'm making my way around. And some people I go all the way to the beginning and watch all of theirs. I have to say my favorite Flosstubers are Vonna, Jonna, and Andrea. I don't miss any of theirs. Those are my favorite. And I'm starting to watch a lot of Stitch Too Far. I really like her because she said something I really liked on Instagram. I have to follow that person. What she said was butt snakes. She made up the word, and that made me laugh so hard. I'm going to have to put a butt snake in this current ink circles thing. And that sounds really crude, doesn't it? That's why I like it. Yeah. Let's see. 16 minutes? Let's see. So, if you have any people that I must see on Flosstube, leave a comment. Otherwise, I'll get around to seeing everyone, I'm sure. I have, like I said, I don't work. I make lunch and I walk the dog twice during the day. And sometimes I do the dishes, but I don't really do a lot of housework. Um, so I can stitch 12 hours a day sometimes, and I watch a lot of Flosstube. I watch new Flosstubes in the morning, and in the afternoon I watch old Flosstubes, or I watch CSI on Hulu. I don't, well, I was going to say I don't watch a lot of television, but I Chromecast from my phone to the TV, so I keep up with YouTube on my phone, and that is so convenient. I really like that. I'm usually really resistant to new things, so it took me a long time to accept the Chromecast. And the colors keep changing. That's so weird. Um, um, Sometimes I watch CSI, and sometimes I watch the liberal media on MSNBC. I really like that. I like my news with the slant, and the slant I like they present on MSNBC. Sometimes I listen to NPR for something a little more balanced, and sometimes I watch, usually on Fridays, I watch PBS NewsHour and Washington Week. Um, that's really all I watch. I listen to a lot of radio on Alexa. I like jazz24.org. I like classic vinyl on Sirius. I like iHeartRadio Cafe, and I like Sunny Radio on iHeartRadio, and don't listen to much classical because I have a background in music, and it's just kind of sad to listen to it now because I don't have a career in music. The kitten is back. Oh, she's purring now like she's a sweet kitten. She's gonna knock over my calendar. Oh no, now she's attacking my thing. Go away. Go on, kitten. Kitten, go away. Go on. No, she's stuck to my thing now. Oh, kittens. You know, the first time she came over, she was really sweet, and she really liked me. And she would crawl up onto my chest, on top of my belly. I have a big belly, and that's okay. And she would just purr, and I would pet her, and I wanted to keep her. But, this time she's just biting. I wish she was just teething or something and would grow out of it. But I hope to keep this kitten eventually if she... I've been correcting her when she gets near my cross stitch. Oh, goddamn. It's gonna bite me. It's a bite. biting cat. Oh my goodness. Sorry about that. Be nice. I think I've told you everything I want to. Next time I'll tell you about the neat place that I live. And I'll tell you about my husband. And I'll tell you about whatever I'm stitching. This cat. So I've been stitching about 2 days on this. I'll show you and then I'll get off. Stitching about 2 days on this. Almost finished a skein. I don't know how it's going to use 9 skeins of thread, but we'll see. Kitten wants to eat it. I guess I'm just going to... Oh! That's just unacceptable. Go away, kitten. Go away. That's enough. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.